Hi, people. Who's on here? Great to see you. Thank you so much. Hi, Kim. Noodles. Simply Rain. Lisa Wingard. Where the fuck have I been? Oh, Lisa. You know, it's, life isn't hard. I mean, life isn't easy. Um, you know, it's, been busy. And, I just haven't really been feeling it lately. But you know what? I do this morning. I feel it this morning. Hi, you never call, you never write. Guys, I'm a dying woman. Well, you know what? Today I decided I'm gonna make breakfast today and have coffee. And catch up, you guys. Hi, Susan Mills. Marion Holtzman, how are you? I'm glad to see all the old people coming back in here. Not that you guys are old, but you are, but not that you're old. You're not any older than me, really. So how are you guys doing? I'm gonna make me some coffee, and then I'm gonna make some biscuits and gravy and some eggs. The life of the nationally broadcast Kitty Demure. You know, that poor girl. She's really going through it right now. That poor thing. Hello, I haven't seen you forever, Miss. Hi, I'm old. I'm your age. Well, you know what? I'm old. I'm old. You know what? And people say that like it's bad. I am old and I don't care. Honey, I tell you this. I'd rather be old than 21 right now. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Imagine being Leo Mason. Hi. You loved my interview. Thank you. Could you guys imagine? Can you guys imagine being a kid right now? Oh, I'm telling you, I'm glad to be old. I really am. And I never, ever thought I'd say that. So happy to be an old lady. Love seeing you and Kitty getting national recognition. Oh, thank you so much. We're getting old together, honey. I know, huh? Jacqueline, you're 21? Oh, dear. How do you guys find love now? Me and Marquina, we were just talking about, God, all these young kids, and you're just young and good looking and have so much to offer. They're all sitting at home in bed, swiping right or whatever they do. And it's like, you should be out partying, getting diseases. Ugh. Is it okay if I put that interview on TikTok? Oh, yes. Please. I'm hitting 50 next year. I'm actually enjoying aging. Yeah. I see these young kids. Oh, my goodness. What do you got? God, if I was your age, if I was cute and hot like that, I'd be leaking from every orifice right now. Oh, my goodness. You kids. Kids don't know what it... You guys, you kids, you don't know what it's like to live it up, huh? Helps that I've got a young wife. Well, that's true, Leo. Hi, Tanya. Missing out on it all. Right, and you know what? Yes, they're all getting real fat early. Real fat and... Ugh. Like, honey, do you realize you're passing up your prime time? Yeah, I am 30 and I already have a boyfriend. I am 30 and I already have a boyfriend. Wow, Michelle, you move quick. Already at 30 and you have a boyfriend? You're a hussy. 55 is old enough, hogs. It's old. I mean, I'm going to be 53 this year. I'll be 50. God, you guys didn't really prepare for this. I just wanted to come on and say hi and hang out. Okay, let me make my coffee first. Okay, and yes, I'm going to use my Wonder Woman cup. When I tell my 12-year-old daughter that we did not have mobile phones when I was young, She thinks that I'm lying. Yeah, and well, it's because they don't, Henrik, they don't know what to do. Like, what the hell would I do if I didn't have this brain in my hand? I am a nun. I get none because it sucks being single. You know what? I'm going to tell you, Michelle, what the trick to that is. You may be single, but you know what? You're bangable. You go out and have a bunch of sex, okay? Go have a bunch of sex, and, you know, until Mr. Right comes along, you just settle for Mr. Right now. Well, you're Mr. Right now, but not, maybe not Mr. Right. But yeah, I got to go practice, bang out that cooter a little bit, get to know it and understand how it works. And good morning, Hoggy. Nice to see you. Did you schedule the death of any famous people to go along with our breakfast this morning? Well, I tried to give you Paul Pelosi, and it just didn't work. Is that morbid? Should I be saying that? They're taught. I went and I looked at it and they said, oh, he got beat up with a hammer in San Francisco. And, people are saying, oh, you know what? I bet you it's a Trump person. That's what I think. It couldn't just be some disenfranchised person. But, it has to be let me see. Any woman can get sex. Well, right. So why are they so starved for it? God, get out there and spread your legs. Do something. God, you got the morning after pill. You don't got to get pregnant. Spread your legs, honey. Okay. Good morning. Well, hi, Holly. Wait, am I putting sugar or... Oh, no, I don't want to put sugar. I already put sweet and low in there. You guys, I'm kind of scatterbrained this morning. Okay. No, not a Trumper, definitely. Right. I think I will take this advice. Tanya, go out there. Beat it up. Get it beat up, honey. You know what? Good morning, Pete. How are you? Pete, you know what, Tanya? I don't think you realize that organ between your legs, it could stretch out this big. Dear, you can't put enough in it, okay? You can't put enough in it. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Musty Mushrooms. You need more coffee. Yeah, this is my first cup. Hogatha, darling, how are you? I'm great, James Steele. How are you? You're going young too? Tanya, just...
Hi, James.
Oh, that was Marquina. Marquina said, hi, James Steele. I missed you, Hoggy. Hi, Riley. Missed you too. Missed all of you, really. Hell yeah. Get out there and have fun. I had my fun in my 20s. I said, you can't put enough in it. Big objects this size come out of it. Okay? I mean, let's see what we can do with that clown car. Oh, thanks, Pete. All right, Melissa? And don't you love Melissa? Don't you love it when a man, he'll unbutton his pants and go, hope you can take that, honey, huh? Hope. Oh, no, I can't. I can't accept something so large and imposing in between my legs, that can accommodate a watermelon. No, sir. You really, you're real gifted. Hey, from Manchester. Hi. Good morning, sunshine. Hi, Brits, Adam, Ma. Must be lucky for me. I can't get pregnant. Well, you can't get pregnant in the back either, So now you got two holes. Oh no, honey. Oh, wait. You have you have a whole 7 inches. Oh, yeah. The last baby I gave birth to was 19 inches, but who's counting? Oh, 6 inches thick? Oh, yeah. Oh my God, what a monster. You're gonna tear me up there, son. JT Colfax Hogatha. I'm a fat whale. I love the way you just get right to the point, JT. I'm a fat. I'm a fat whale and old too. How can I ever get some dick again? You know what, JT? They make things for people like you. It's called a glory hole. Okay, you get on the one side of the glory hole, and you create mystery. You create mystery, and all it is you see a wall with a hole, a dark, mysterious hole, and the risky person doesn't know what's on the other side, but either one of you do. And there you could have sex anonymously. You never know who it is. Like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I mean, I'm sure some people have walked out of those glory hole booths and just was like, "Oh God, I would never give you a second look," but you really liked what they stuck through the hole. Must have measured all the way around. Good idea, glory hole. I love whales. See, look at JT. Allie loves whales. There's somebody for everybody, but it doesn't mean that other person is what you want either. Just because okay, I'm a big fat old whale, and I want somebody who will accept me. But are you willing to accept them? That's the thing. I mean, if you're a fat old whale and the only thing that gets you off is like a young twink, you've really just sort of narrowed down your possibilities unless you have a large bank account. Money will buy you everything. It will. Money will buy you everything. It may not buy you beauty, but it will buy you people who will tell you you're beautiful. My mom loves Big Will. Your mom? Oh, really, James? Your mom? Is she a taken woman? Does she have a whale of a man? There are people who like feeders too. They want you to be fat. You guys, I'm just cutting up an onion right now. I'm just gonna dice this up really little. I'm gonna put this in my breakfast gravy. I don't know if people normally do, but I like it. Brandon, why are you struggling? Diarrhea is hereditary. It runs in the genes. I like that. Okay. I was gorgeous when I was young. That's part of the problem. JT, you know what? You're still gorgeous. To somebody. To somebody, you're gorgeous. Maybe not everybody. And I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass, JT Colfax. You probably are. Yeah, I was gorgeous. You're probably ugly. You're probably disgusting looking, and you're probably fat and just gross. And nobody, well, I can't say nobody. And some people don't want you, but some people do, and that's the thing. Now, that's not my opinion of you, JT. I think you're a beautiful person no matter what. But yes, probably in most people's eyes, you are a fat slob and undesirable, but not to everybody. And that's what you have to think. That's what you have to really, those positive things is what you really have to hold on to. Greenpeace loves you, all cats. Hoggy, you're the best. Thank you. Hoggy, I'm super sick this morning and you're live. Oh, I'm sorry, Allie. I hope you feel better. I made bacon omelets for breakfast. Ooh, yummy. I'm going to do something. Hi, Facebook user. I don't know who you are because it just says Facebook user, but you said LOL, wow. JT, are you still with us? Are you hanging from your closet? Hi, Carlos. Hog and positive affirmation. Hi, Alberta. JT says, you make laugh and then cry and then masturbate a little bit, and then cry more. You make laugh. JT, are you Asian? I don't know. Are you? I don't know your ethnicity. I think thank you, Pickle. Thank you so much. I've been toning down the look a little bit. I'm a mature woman. Mature woman. Maybe I don't need to wear the rainbow hair all the time. No, I'm hungover. You're not hanging in your closet. You're just hungover. Are you hanging from your closet? Holy shit, that was good. I'm hogging, haven't seen you. I know, Dory. It has been a while. I have been neglecting my duties. I've been doing a lot. Well, hi, Kirsten. How are you? I've been dealing with a lot. You look great. Thank you so much. I mean, I can work on my diet a little better. And before you guys come after me today, I am making something naughty. I shouldn't be eating this. But you know what? I'm going to get 2 seconds closer to heaven. So, it's really a blessing, really. Bad food is a blessing. Um, I am, I'm going to make a sausage gravy, but I'm going to cheat and use part from a country gravy mix because me and Marquina really like gravy. And this gravy mix only makes 1 cup. I mean, who the hell only needs 1 cup of gravy? So I then cook up my own sausage, and then I'll make my own little gravy with it. See, look, it's country gravy. So I'm gonna add sausage and bacon to it. I'm just gonna go for it. I'll let Jesus take the wheel. Oh, great, really. To call me Facebook user. Yeah, I wonder why they call you Facebook user. You must be watching from a page. Where are stars? I don't know. I think I have them on one page, but not the other. I had to let Misty use my Facebook because she's a beautiful, independent woman. Marco Darko, hi, how are you? I haven't seen your name in a while. Can someone please send me? Oh God, are you really coming up? Are you really looking for money from my page? Really, Brandon Ortiz? Could someone please help me out? Brandon, you know what for? And Brandon, well, you guys look at, and Brandon is even specific on the amount that he wants. Now, Brandon, is that what you charge for a blowjob? Because, honey, you don't come on here and just ask for money for free. You have to offer a service. And I don't care if you're an invalid laying in bed, you have a service you could provide. Okay? Everybody has a wet hole, or we can make it wet. Okay, so don't come on here and expect something for free. Okay, Brandon, you need to offer something. And you can't be too proud. I mean, I guess you got no shame in just saying, hey, give me some money, people. But you know what? You can earn an honest living, okay? Oh, now Brandon wants $30. Are you kidding me? Now he says I want a couple dollars for transportation. Transportation and food. Darling, Brandon, I'm gonna tell you, honey, you're not going hungry if you're living in the United States. You got to get a better gig than that, okay? You're not going hungry. You're not. You're just not going hungry. Okay. Chaz Smith says, have you ever tried the packaged city gravy? It has less dirt in it than the country gravy, but more poop. I bet it has more crack in it too. Can you recommend a good suicide hotline for me? I'm terrified about Elon's new Twitter for fascist. Oh my God, Rusty, I bet. You know what, Rusty? I don't know. I think we're all over. I think, you know what, the Third Reich is going to rise up through Twitter. Let me see. I'm loving that hair. Oh, thank you, Lori. Appreciate that. Let me see your toes, Brandon. How's the job hunting going? Sounds like Brandon needs a bag for that sickness. Job hunting. Well, let's see. And I could get into that. Let's see, now I have to be honest. Hold on. Okay, first I'm gonna start my gravy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dice up some bacon. I'm gonna put it in a pan and I'm gonna saute it a little bit. Then I'm gonna put my ground sausage in it so I can get a smoky and sagey pork wonderful thing going on. Then I'm gonna add a little flour to it and I'm gonna mix it up and make a roux. Then add some liquid, make a gravy, and then I'm gonna add this gravy mix to it. Hi, Daswells. What the actual F is this without a question mark? So you just made a statement, Daswells. There's really nothing I can answer. Musty Mushroom says the people of West Virginia ain't going hungry. They all are obese. You know what? Can I just tell you, you scammers out there, and we're all scammers and we're all whores, okay? We all make our money peddling something to somebody else or giving somebody a service, okay? Now, if you're gonna like use the industry of pity, and you're gonna just beg, there's a way of doing it, okay? It no longer works to say you're hungry. It just doesn't. You're in the United States. You're not a refugee in Somalia. Okay, we all know about the food banks. We all know about the food stamps for homeless people. We know about the churches that give out food. We know about all the, honey, I've watched homeless people throw bags of food away because they had so much food. So you need to get a new gimmick, okay? And I think maybe the wheelchair route and the crutch route is losing a little bit of steam. We know that those are items you can buy. They're very easily obtainable. But we got to think for you people. I got to think of a gimmick for you guys, so you could still work the pity train, the gravy train, but you gotta, and no longer the signs will work for food. Darling, those have been around since the 80s, and you don't really want to work for that food. The work you want to do is get up, walk to the car, get the dollar, and sit back down. Okay, we all know, we've all been raised in this culture. I never had sausage gravy before. Really, Lori? It's really good. My best friend Chris Hahn gets on Facebook Live and begs for money for his bills and cigarettes. Does it work, Steve? Voluntarily cut off a limb. Yeah, you gotta up it. You gotta do something. You do. And everybody can offer something, entertainment, anything. Hi, Kennard. Hoggy was on Jesse Waters. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. I would never do that show. Oh, that Jesse Waters. What a arrogant douchebag he is. He just thinks he's so good looking and everything. It's been working since January. Rent and every bill, including his probation bills. Really? I went to the church, took all the crackers and grape juice. Hi, Hoggy. Hi, Hogatha. Love BNG. It's usually a Sunday morning breakfast. Yeah, I just, I was spontaneous this morning. I woke up this morning and I said, Marquina, I think I'm gonna get on camera and I'm gonna make breakfast. Have some coffee and make breakfast. Stop talking to other people and get back to me getting laid at 60 when I weigh 312 pounds. Well, how tall are you, JT? Huh? How tall are you? We have two people in my area who constantly beg for money and food. Both stand in front of a plaza, and at least 3 were hiring signs. Oh, they don't really want to work. Come on. Add some garlic, cumin, paprika to the roux. Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to doctor it up. You watch. JT Colfax. Okay, stop talking to other people and get back to me getting laid at 60 when I weigh 312. You know what, JT? There are people out there who would love for you to just grease your body up, and they would just love to be that wonderland. You be a wonderland. What's that song by that your body is a wonderland? You just need to grease up your body, your holes and your rolls. Be like a bounce house. Coffee is always good. Good morning, beautiful. Hi, Sue. How are you, dear? Really? I went to GoFundMe for a little help. The person helped. The jackasses who don't need it. Right, Lori? Why is it freezing? I don't know. Maybe I should buy a dildo or a large carrot. Well, if you bought the carrot or a zucchini, you could use it afterwards. So you could use it in some sort of diet plan to lose weight. I mean, it does have that skin on it. You could just wash it off. Usually it's dipped in a wax too. Love your hair. Thank you so much. Marco says, I've been seeing some new arrivals from the south here in my area. Mark Queen, I got a kick out of that. On the corners, begging. You know what, Marco? I've seen the same. It's just so funny how all of a sudden you see this large injection of very short people who are very tan. All of a sudden in your neighborhood, and they're sitting on corners and walking around aimlessly, and you wonder, I wonder where they came from. Carrot is cheaper. Plus, you know what? It's also tapered pickle, so you could start out small. That's how it always seems to go. The people that don't need it get it over the people that actually do need it. You know what? They're the squeaky wheels, and they're persistent. In the Midwest, dark Marco. Oh yeah. Carlos Martinez says, "OR old, fat, and have me a young stud. Get out there, JT." See, and JT, this is the thing. The more desperate the person is, the more willing they are to find you attractive. And that's the thing. JT, do you have an income? Like, could you at least give the illusion of taking care of somebody? I want to force someone to cuddle with me, and if they cry, they will regret it. JT, are you on a fixed income? Like, could you feed somebody else and offer them shelter? Hi, Laura. How are you, dear? How's your injury? I'm just kidding. Kimberly, I'm 6'1" tall, and the first time I went to New Mexico, we stopped at a Walmart, and I felt like a giant. Well, yes, Kimberly. In the Southwest, you're a giant. 6'1", you're a giant. Even especially New Mexico. Yeah, Marquina says, especially New Mexico. Were you down there like in Las Cruces, you know, the real southern city? Look lovely as usual. Thank you so much. Ever seen the South Park episode where they give money to a homeless man? Then more come? Well, you know, it's California. It's California. You come where the services good weather are. You know, people, they're not dumb. You know, that's the thing. It's all of your privilege and superiority that look at these homeless people and think, poor them. Do you want to know what a lot of them think? I'm free. I can do whatever the hell I want. I could do whatever the hell I want, and people will pay me to do it. Sure, I don't live in Beverly Hills. Sure, I don't, have running water. But you know what? I have access to it. It's almost like a long camping trip, and people are supporting you. And you know what? You get to put a tent up. I mean, could you imagine? You have people who feed you. You could sleep wherever you want. You could travel, go to California, which a lot of them do. I could hang out at the beaches. I could hang out in a world-class city where people just throw money at me. The weather is good. I don't have to worry about the snow or the rain. I just, sleep under a palm tree on Venice Beach. You guys, oh, Gladys. Joanne Nelson. I'm going to tell you what Joanne Nelson bought me. Joanne Nelson bought me this chopper. Okay. See, I have it, Joanne. Oh. You pull the little cord. And it's like a food processor almost. See, this is the thing, Joanne. I just want to dice up a little bit of onion. I'm not going to, I'm going to dirty one knife. Okay, now if I was doing salsa and I was doing multiple items of produce, I would probably use the chopper. But why do I want to wash that? With this, I wash a knife, which I also need the knife to use this. I have to cut up the vegetables and put it in here. So why not, Joanne, just do a little wrist action and chop up. I mean, that's all I need. I just need a little bit of onion. So why am I gonna, what, Joanne, you're the reason why we're in California, because all I have to do is wash this. You would have to wash this and this, wasting water. And then the rich people will run out of water. How selfish of you. Joanne is a stupid person. I love that Joanne says that I'm lazy. No, lazy. No, Joanne, I'm thinking smart. Okay. In LA, they started calling homeless people camping enthusiasts to be less offensive. It just wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me. Okay, so I did that, and now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to chop up a little bit of bacon. Now, Joanne, should I put the bacon in the chopper too? Water lives matter. Okay. Food processors are good for a few things, but a knife is the easiest and best thing for basic chopping, right? You see that, Joanne? And this is someone from Switzerland saying it. Okay. JT Colfax says, do you like me more than that idiot, Joanne? You know what, JT Colfax? You know what? Joanne likes older fat men. Where are you at, JT? I mean, Joanne does not mind a little junk in the trunk, a little cushion for the pushing,
Especially if JT will take her out. Sure.
Yeah, JT, would you go out and show? Or are you a homosexual? Are you one of those? You're not man enough for a real woman. Let me see. Pelosi's husband was attacked by a man that broke in. The police saved him. I say we defund the police. Knives over choppers. Let me see. Prostitute lives matter. You guys, we need more money as well. Are you? And I don't have to transition when I'm a woman. Why would you assume anything other than that I'm a woman? Kennard says, I grew up in California, born and raised in San Diego, and ran away from home when I was 15, lived on Ocean Beach on the street for a few months. Best time of my life, laughing my ass off. And I had a nice home. My mom was making $1 million sales in real estate. If you're going to be homeless, California is where it's at. That's right. It is. In Ocean Beach. Marquina, is that where you have that Hootad's hamburger?
Yeah.
That was really good, Kennard.
Good location.
JT Colfax is in Colorado. Joanne, JT Colfax is in Colorado, and I think in Colorado. He's a man in his 60s, older than your children, so you won't feel like a pedophile. And then he's 312 pounds. Can you walk? G? Can you breathe without machinery? Rabbit lives matter. You sound like a man. Okay, N. What does a man sound like? You people, what are you, a cisgendered Christian white male? You people constantly try to put other humans in categories. You just don't like people for people. You try them in categories, assign them gender roles. You're what's wrong with the world. I'm a woman, and I like cooking, and I'm cooking like a woman, like a lot of women do. That doesn't mean, I do I fit every stereotype or every, gender norm that you straight men have put on us. I do this because I choose to. in the kitchen because I enjoy it and I like to eat. I don't do this to please you. Yes, your category is a man. Wait, JT, did I get bottom surgery? I don't need bottom surgery. JT, walk with a cane. Do you have a wooden leg? Because I'm gonna tell you that Joanne Nelson, we've had private conversations. She does not mind an amputee. Paul got hammered just like, right? You know what? He probably came home drunk. He probably got drunk, brought somebody home, and then he beat him up. I'm ready to quit. I've been working 10 days straight, really. And I won't get a day off for another 2 days. What should I do? Mike, become a prostitute. You could work on your back. Okay? It's not hard work. Yeah, and you're not too proud to you shouldn't feel too proud to be a prostitute. JT says, I'm so appalling that I want to fill my crack, right, with peanut butter. Go to Walmart, expose myself just to scare people. JT, you might actually turn some people on. There are people who like peanut butter. They like to eat peanut butter, and okay, so I'm gonna put my bacon in a in the pot. Okay, I'm gonna put bacon in the pot. Hi, Cheryl. On your knees, like the second in command. Look where it got her. Right? Yeah, don't ever put that down. You had just Kamala Harris. Willie, what was his name? Willie Brown helped her. Montel Williams helped her get the chain. Yeah. Oh wait, I gotta turn on my oven to 350 right now. Oh, Stephen Laguna, how are you, love? He says, I took my dog to the veterinarian and everyone was wearing t-shirts that said, would you like to hold my wiener? Or we take care of your pussy and other things. Do you think that's right? I don't know. I think it sounds kind of predatory toward the animals. I mean, it's almost like they're mocking the animals. They're using and exploiting the animals for laughter, and I don't know. And I think it would encourage people to actually be sexual animals. I don't think I agree with that, Stephen. Hoggy, can you make that guy up above JT Curtis have sex with me? JT Curtis? Is there a JT Curtis in here? Curtis? Where are you? I don't see it. I don't know. Is that like your imagination? I don't see that. Hey, Hogs, love your top. Thank you so much. It's a Walmart exclusive, part of the Sam Walton Couture collection. It's an early spring item that has just come out, and I am on the mailing list for early arrivals, and this is what you will see on the rack in spring. Okay, let me oh no, I don't want that. Okay. JT Curtis is in the comments. I didn't see him. I see JT Cole. If I were him, I wouldn't stop drinking. JC. Oh, JC Curtis? How come I don't see it? Moist. Hi, Stacy says. Wait, Christopher says, I wear Sam Walton exclusives. Right, Christopher? I mean, really only a special population of people have access to the Sam Walton exclusive couture collection. And we get invited to early fashion shows and stuff like that. See what's going to runways of Paris. Alfred Paul Salazar. She certainly hasn't stopped drinking. It's pretty. It's very, it's very feminine and it's very flattering. Love the Karen cut hoggy. Oh, thank you. Like it? Hey, look. And it's, and it's a little forgiving in front. You see, it kind of has like a extra fabric right here. For the more of the larger woman, it would expand to cover her tummy area. Your beautiful blouse reminds me of the changing leaves here in Tennessee. The colors here are breathtaking. It's like, oh, thank you so much, dear. I haven't really, what a wonderful compliment. Hi, Pink Flamingo. How are you, dear? Are you waxing beavers this morning? How do you feel about Elon Musk? Well, I don't know what's, other than he's going to, resurrect the Third Reich through Twitter. No. Very, very enterprising young man. I don't know what demons are helping him. What racist demons. It upsets me when you talk to other people, Hoggy. JT Colfax, jealousy is really not a good quality of JT Colfax. King Flamingo says, I just got home from a checkup. I have been off work all week. Pink Flamingo, you had weight loss surgery. Oh, so you can just body and fat shame everybody and act like it's no big deal. That's what you're doing. You know that, don't you? You fat shame everybody. Sit there in your judgment while you're losing weight. Joanne Nelson did the same thing. She had weight loss surgery too, and all of a sudden, oh, I'm the pretty skinny girl. No, I'm glad. Good for you, Pink Flamingo. I hope you feel better. Did you go for the sleeve? How much weight have you lost already? My beaver is dead. Pink Flamingo says, yes, I will. Fatty, sit down and get out of my way. I agree with you. Just was wondering, mixed feelings on him. So much crap going around. It's sad when people attack a brilliant African entrepreneur like you are. Well, yes, he's the richest African American, isn't there? Pink Flamingos. I don't do Twitter. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the next month. He's supposed to reactivate everyone who was banned. Well, yeah. I got divorced and lost 200 pounds of ugly fat. You know what, Chaz? Good for you, girl. You know your worth. Hi, Amanda. Thank you, yes. I had the sleeve, only about 5 pounds this week. Well, you know what, Pink Flamingo? Good. I'm glad, really. I could just, in all seriousness, tell you, all these people will sit there and, oh, body positive, body positive. That's great if you're skinny and you're putting on little curves. Yeah, good for you. You like having a little padding in your boobs and your bottom and your hips and thighs. Good, you got a little bit of a shape. Darling, there's nothing pretty and there's nothing healthy and there's nothing enjoyable about obesity. Nothing. And I've resented that for years. In all honesty, really, do you know the people who are obese? I can get into it forever, but anyway, you do realize that when you could see the fat piling on, it's not just an external thing; it's happening inside too. You have organs and veins and arteries and things that are also collecting fat too. See, it's not all about aesthetics. Everybody wants to be, oh, yeah, fat's, there's nothing wrong with being fat. Well, until there's a problem. And, there's a reason why you rarely see anybody over 55 who's morbidly obese. Okay? Think about that. And, what? Some people are lucky. Some people can do drugs their whole life, and you know what? They'll live to be 80 and all on drugs their whole life. But if you see fat here, the fat is also collecting in the inside. It's hurting you, and you won't know until it's too late. So Just keep that in mind. That's my public service announcement. Okay, not gonna lie, I'm a little curious about what this guy is doing. Kimberly, who are you talking about? Me? Oh, I'm cooking some gravy. I just turned my oven on to 350 because I'm gonna put some biscuits in there. Um, yeah, no, I wasn't happy with myself. I agree with you. And you know what? And the funny thing is, Pink Flamingo, it's not even about the way you look. I mean, you're a beautiful girl, but people always equate health and happiness with beauty, and no, I may be pretty, but I could be unhealthy. But it feels better to be healthy. It does, and you know what? I get it. People want to make themselves feel good, and you know, I mean, as Americans, aren't we all like a little overweight anyway? But then, then the scales tip a little too far, and you're like, oh God, why am I out of breath? Why can't I walk? I'd rather walk than be just fat. I'd rather be skinny and be able to walk. I mean, it kind of comes down to that. They told me I was already getting fatty liver. Yeah, and I'm only 42. Yeah, dear, you made a good decision. You did. I don't. You just get gorgeous, and everybody hates you for it. JT Colfax replying to Stephen's comment. I've always been overweight. When I was born, my mother lost a flap. Your mother lost a flap? Oh, she came out from the canal? She lost a meat flap? Hogatha, it's been over 4 minutes since you talked to me. I know, I'm so sorry, dear. You're so abused. So abused. Okay, so here, bacon, and I'm going to take this out. And then I'm going to fry up some sausage. Now, I do this way just to take out a little bit of the grease. I mean, who am I kidding? This isn't healthy. But you know what? I can cut out some of the calories. Or is that fat phobic? It is. You know what? Can I just say right now, as an obese person and as a former morbidly obese person, I'm fat phobic. I am afraid of fat. I'm afraid of fat, and I don't think that is a bad thing to be afraid of. Yes. Is this good still? Yep. Pork lets you know real quick if it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know. You could go ahead and dox me. You can cancel me. But yes, I'm fat phobic. I'm fat phobic. I have a reason to be fat phobic. I have a legitimate reason to be fat phobic. And why would my fat phobia offend anybody else? That's what I don't get. If someone's phobic about something, why does that bother you? They're afraid of something. Yeah, I'm afraid of fat. I'm afraid of getting more unhealthy. I'm afraid of being in the hospital again. Not so afraid that I'm not going to eat bacon. Is it evil or moral to cut one's penis off and throw it at someone's face? I don't know. Hi, John Atkins. Kimberly says, I could use your advice, Hoggy. How could I lose weight on my camel toe? Oh, never. Honey, you want that immediate possible. No. See, this is where you're wrong. I'm going to tell you what to do. You need the tightest pair of leggings you can squeeze into. The tightest pair of leggings that you could squeeze into, and no underwear. Maybe wear a thong, because the thong, I think if you pull it up really high, it would actually aid in separating the camel toe a little more. Then you could put the leggings up. Oh, how'd you ever? Oh, it's women. I don't understand you women, the way you hide all this beauty. I mean, you wear stuff to show all your holes and bulges. You'll stretch that sausage casing over your body to show every curve. But, I want to hide the camel toe. Why? Why hide the toe? Honey, you want to get laid. That instantly tells a man, I'm ready. In fact, you'll get the BBCs after you. Let me see, Pink Hoggy. I'll be in Vegas in August. I love Vegas, Pink Flamingo. I'm only 3 hours away. Yes, I would love to meet you in Vegas. You know, my life right now, well, August is so far away, so it's not like I can make plans right now. I can make tentative plans. I'll put it in my phone. I will. Um, we, you know, I'm in a bit of a transition. You know, health things, qualifying for real disability, and having to go back to work. Jason, I mean, sorry, Leo. When I see Leo Mason, I think of Jason. Kimberly, show that most to the world. Rip a big fart. I'm so bored at work. Really, Wendy? Why are you bored? Display that camel toe with pride, right, Josh? I don't get it. It'd be, you know what that's like? I'll tell you what that's like, Josh, and maybe you're like, have a big monster in your pants. But you know what, Josh? I have never heard a man say, "Oh, let me hide this bulge. Let me conceal this bulge." Oh no, oh no, those guys, they're displaying that. In fact, they're trying to enhance it. I knew guys who put socks down their pants in high school, you know, because they wanted a big bulge. You never hide that. You know, if you got something between your legs, you want to display it. You want it to the opposite sex, or if you know, same sex. I'm available, and here's a preview. No, you got to. I mean, it's like, I mean, pretty women don't go around wearing masks on their face. Well, some liberals do, I guess, wearing a mask on their face. No, they want you to see, hey, I'm pretty. Look, how many cysts today? I have none. You know, my skin has been really good. Maybe it's all the medication. Carlos Zookeeper. Okay, so I'm frying up a little bit of bacon. I'm sorry, this is sausage, ground sausage. You know what I like to do? In case some people might not know this, I don't want to talk to people like they're dumb, but the flavor of sausage is sage. I like to bump up the sage flavor. Okay, and I got a little bit of onion powder. Wait. So it'll be like a smoky, sagey, creamy biscuit gravy. Have you? Oh, you know what? You know what, Pink Flamingo? You just put words to what I was thinking. You know what? I do like it. I haven't seen last night's episode, or thanks for reminding me. But me and Marquina were watching it. Wow, this is really shot beautifully and polished and slick. Definitely got away from the 1984 vibe. I didn't like that. I know people loved it. I didn't. It was like I'm watching. They're taking my childhood and completely making it into something that it isn't. I think they were probably a little too early for 84. I don't know. I was waiting for them to go into the book 1984 the whole time. I went, nope, it's basically Friday the 13th. Camp Crystal Lake. Oh, let's throw Billy Idol and Kajagoogoo in for no reason at all. So yeah, that's just my opinion. I mean, and I'm an old lady. I get it. Just an old lady. But yes, this one, it was very slick and very gay. And I'll say maybe the heterosexuals won't like it. But very gay, and yes, but you know what we liked about it, Pink Flamingo, is they didn't go the gay, you know, faggoty fairy route. It's like these are real men. Good, they're going to promote like men in the gay community rather than the little, you know, little fairies everybody's so used to seeing, you know, around, you know, gotta be around a safe, docile gay, you know. Let's show them all weak and wearing makeup and stuff. You know, a lot of people might not know this, but you know, the majority of gay men don't even like makeup and drag and all that stuff. The young guy photographer is being a maple. Oh, you know what? You know what, Elizabeth? I'm sorry, Pink Flamingo. I used to, when I was, you know, a young lady, used to go to the public library, and I used to request the Robert Mapplethorpe black and white book, and I used to just study that thing at the library. Yes, call me a pervert, call me whatever. But you know what? It was a way for a young woman to look at pictures of nude men and realize, you know what? I am a lesbian. I don't like this stuff. Um, Kimberly Mooneyham. Yes, it is. What time is it here? It is almost 10 a.m. on the west coast of the United States. Okay, so now I'm going to add the bacon back to that. And then I'm going to add the onion. And saute. I have it, LOL. It's called Pictures, is it? I totally forgot. It's a big book, isn't it? Or the one I used to look at. It's like a big coffee table book. Oh, yeah, that was my thing back then. That was really nasty. I'm a gay man in a woman's body. Okay, so here I am. I'm sauteing the onion, the bacon and sausage, just until the onion gets soft. Make it, mix it all together. Make sure all the fat comes out. I did drain some fat. If I need a little bit, I'll add some butter. Then I'm going to add some flour to it, mix it up and make a roux, add some milk, probably milk and water combination. And then I'm going to add the country gravy mix. You can also use bacon grease to pop. Oh, you know what, Kimberly? I've had that before. Yes, it's a big book. It's filthy and I love it. You love my hair. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know what? I honestly, Pink Flamingo, I can't wait to see, your journey into this new weight loss thing. I'm sure you know the good, bad, and the ugly about it. I mean, a lot of people, and I'm going to say this for Pink, so people who, have been watching this with Pink Flamingo and knowing what's going, it isn't easy. Just because she got, a bunch of her stomach cut out, it doesn't mean it's easy. I'll tell you, I know a lady who had weight loss surgery many years ago. To this day, she still struggles with portion control because, let's face it, people, we become fat because we have no control. Okay, and yes, people, well, I have a thyroid disease. Do you know how very few of us have thyroid diseases? Come on. It's no accident that the Western people are obese. Nobody else has the thyroid disease. But anyway, and yes, some people do. Some people do have thyroid disease. But we all know, in all actuality, the majority of us just have no self-control and food tastes good. And that's it. It's that simple. It doesn't have to be. And you know what? You're eating more calories than you are burning. It's not rocket science. It really isn't. But, there's people out there who'd like to confuse you and make you think you're a victim of obesity. Honey, for majority of our problems, you look in the mirror and you can solve the problem just by looking in the mirror. People goes, yeah, I'm scared of that. I feel hungry soon after eating. And most people don't when they have surgery. Yeah, it's you know what? It's like the doctor takes care of all of this, but you have to take care of this and this, And a lot of overeating comes from, in my life anyway, boredom, socializing, just getting carried away, overindulgence, gluttony. I mean, these are the real problems. This is what really causes obesity. And it's like I had to look at myself, get a hard look at myself, and look at myself in the mirror and go, you know what, Hogatha, you're a fat pig. You're a fat pig with no self-control. Now, why is it that you need a whole large pizza to feel good? And someone can just eat 2 slices and feel good. Why do I need that much? You know why? Because you connect this and this and this, and it's just, it's just too much. Okay, well, I'm going to, but you know what? And you know what? You'll spend the rest of your life trying to undo those bad habits. Okay, you guys, I'm just preaching now, aren't I? Okay, let me, I'm going to put, yes, I cheat. Oh my God, Pink Flamingo. I'm not assuming you've watched me do that, but I did. I've eaten a whole box of eclairs before, yes. And you know why? Because it felt good. It tasted good and it felt good. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to. I don't know. Some people, you know what? Some people, they can use crack to feel good, and some people use eclairs. Okay, so what I do is I get the biscuits and I just put them in a cast iron pan, and you don't have to grease it. Um, you know what? I can make biscuits, but you know what? Under $3. I mean, who wants to do all the mess? Okay. I don't want to make a mess. I don't want to clean it. And you know what? It's not like it's that bad. Oh, I didn't even have to hit it. Did you guys hear that? It was almost like a gunshot. I mean, God, I live in the ghetto, and you know, if you hear that noise, you get scared. Okay, so you just peel them apart. They come in segments. See how easy that is? And you just then put them in the pan in a circle. And you know what? Some people say don't crowd them. I crowd them because you know why? They cook together and then they go up. So then you end up with a taller biscuit. This is the original flaky layers. It has to do with serotonin production in the brain. Many activities include eating, of course. Well, God, it's so pleasurable. Putting food in your mouth and it's so good and decadent. I mean, come on. It's just, ugh. I mean, really, I wonder if food was meant to taste good. I mean, I guess when we were cave people, you know, we just ate to survive, but then we became so privileged as a species that we're like, you know what? We can eat for pleasure, just not for survival. And I think that's what happened. Okay. This is a little crowded, but it's okay. So here's the biscuits. I like a talk biscuit. Oh, a tall biscuit, yes. So I'm going to put that in there. Our oven doesn't really, it's not that accurate. It says 13 to 16 minutes. I'll still put the 13 because I don't like to overcook them. I always like, if I'm going to time something, I'll always go for the lowest time because, of course, I'd rather it be undercooked than overcooked. Then I could just watch it get cooked. You can't undo overcooking. Okay, so here we go. Here's everything that I've sauteed together. It seems a little dry. It was probably a leaner cut of sausage. So I'm going to put a little bit of butter in there. Okay. Just because you need a fat to mix with the flour. So you can create a gravy or a roux or whatever. Right now I'm sauteing mushrooms. I love sauteed mushrooms. That's like one of my favorite things. Our taste buds evolved when our ancestors started curing bacon and added chocolate to the menu, right? Okay. So here we go. Let me get I'm gonna get the flour. I put a little bit of like Leo said, I'll put like a little bit of garlic and stuff. You know what, you guys? The older I get, the more I've realized, you know, I'll see all these TikToks of, oh, white people, they don't season their food. No, that's not what that is. Okay, let's just stop that. How can I put this? You can get to the point, and I've been guilty of this too, to where you season something so much that it doesn't even taste like food anymore. It tastes like it tastes like a bottle of seasoning. And it's like, ooh, I should ban this person just for liking Andrew Tate. I don't have liquid smoke, but the bacon is smoky. Let's see. And I like to add a little heat. I like a spicier. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with white pepper, but white pepper has it's, you know, I don't want it to be, I mean, I have all kinds of hot stuff. I'm not afraid of heat. But you like to add white pepper. It's a little stronger than black pepper. Not to say that it's superior. Okay. Okay, Leo, do you know what else is good? I had gravy for biscuits at a restaurant not that long ago. They put a dash of maple syrup in it, and it was good. I was shocked. Okay, so all right. Ben is silent viewer, I must say. I really enjoy what. Oh, thank you, Elisa. Yes, that's epic. I followed for 2 years. You have. Why have I not seen your man yet? Kennard, you. I don't have a man. I have a woman, and her name is Marquina. You've never met Marquina, and you've been watching for 2 years, and you don't know who Marquina is. I don't know. I'm gonna have to question whether you've been watching for 2 years, dear. You guys, this is probably the drink I drink mostly now. Milo's family made 0-calorie sweet tea. You can get that whole thing for $3 at Walmart. Okay, I put a little bit of milk in there. Okay. I literally have a 2-year badge. Darling, Kennard, you don't know Marquina? You don't know Marquina? Nancy Pelosi's husband was murdered, so he died? Nancy Pelosi's husband died? I don't know if I have any smoked paprika. I don't have any, but I want some. Okay, so I added like some milk and some water to this. Okay, and I like to add warm liquid to my gravy rather than cold liquid. I don't know why, maybe because I'm crazy. You guys, the crazy family just queefed. So I'm gonna put the liquid in the microwave. Cook that off a little bit, again, just to get it warm. Okay. Why ban people? Are you against free speech? I've been on a huge locally made non-alcoholic ginger. Oh, Marquina would love. Marquina loves ginger beer. Loves ginger beer. Okay, so let me get the flour out. And because I'm using a non-stick pan, I use a plastic whisk. You don't want to scrape up any of that Teflon, you know. I mean, I don't know if it'll kill you. I guess everything kills you nowadays, but I guess it depends on how long you want to live. I don't know. Okay. Uh-oh. Marco Darko, LOL. Okay, I didn't. But if you don't know how bad of an influence Andrew Tate is, maybe look into it. Andrew Tate. Always add warm liquid to gravy, right? It impedes the cooking process. That's absolutely right, dear. Absolutely right. It impedes it. Okay, so now I use this and I put flour in it. And then I kind of dash it around the pan and I get it all wet and then I whisk it together and basically make a sand. When I first learned how to make gravy, after they said, make a wet sand out of it. And the longer you cook it without burning it, the better. It gets rich. And you really want to cook out that the flour doesn't taste good. So you want to cook that out. So basically I'm just doing this, stirring it around. That's it. I never cook anything really high because I don't like to burn stuff. That's where me and Marquina are a little different. She likes food on the overcooked side, and I like it undercooked. I mean, not chicken, of course. I'd never undercook chicken. Okay. Hi, Blanche. How are you? I love that you and Mark cook so much and are good at it. So many people don't do this. Well, it's sad. I mean, I guess I learned out of necessity from being a kid. back in my day, they called kids like me latchkey kids, meaning you raised yourself a lot. And, your parents aren't home, and you get home from school and you got to do your chores and your homework and even get dinner ready for your parents when they get home. So that's, I grew up like that, which I'm not complaining about. I'm very thankful for that. I mean, of course, you complain at the time. It's kind of like working out. You go to the gym and you're sweating and you're hating it and you're sore, but then you go home and look at your body. You're, you know what? I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I went through that. So I'm not mad at all that I had to learn how to take care of myself when I was a child. And then it lets me know. I look at all these kids today who can't even, can't do anything. It's like, you know what? They didn't make extraordinary humans back then. You're just as extraordinary, dear. You can do just as much stuff as I did when I was a kid. So get to it. May not feel good. Oh, I'm sorry. You got to do your own laundry. Poor thing. Okay. Oh, you're afraid of gravy? Don't be afraid of gravy. I mean, it's really cheap to make. I mean, yeah, you'll mess up a couple times, but you want to get some things down. There's some absolutes. You need fat. You need a fat and a liquid. Okay, so now I'm just pouring in this milk water mixture I made. And then I'm going to get it the way I want it, the consistency I want it, and then I'm going to add another gravy pack and the liquid to it. So I'm just kind of making a more flavorful and fortified gravy. I want it to be meaty and I want it to be tasty, and it will taste more homemade rather than out of a package. You can take anything. You can take any package and then add your own stuff to it and make it your own. And yes, I made it halfway. Did you quit doing karaoke, Hoggy? You know what? I didn't quit. I just haven't. Well, I guess I stopped it. This is the thing. Okay. I don't want to get dramatic or anything. But toward the end of me doing my thing, wait. Okay. Okay, that's good. When I went to the hospital and stuff, I realized I was out of breath doing this. If I talk too much, I get out of breath. What was happening is, because of my heart failure, which is what I have, I'm collecting fluid around my lungs, and that takes up breathing space and talking space and singing space. So if I'm retaining water, which I do a lot, and I have to, that's my problem. I have to fix that by not drinking so much liquid and so much salt and taking my medicine, which I do. But I don't have the air capacity I used to have. So I get very tired and winded and out of breath. So until I learn how to balance all that, I can't do karaoke and even go. I mean, I used to do marathon sessions on here, for hours and hours and hours, and I can't do that either, because of the exhaustion. Okay. Hi, Hoggy. Feels like it's been forever. It has, Emilio. Well, Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted of sex trafficking and it served time as a trafficker. We don't have all the details from her black book. Well, yeah, I mean, where are all these men, that these children were procured for? I mean, if she was trafficking children, she was giving them to somebody. And where is the name? Where, I mean, we don't want to know who is having sex with children. I mean, come on. I mean, that's not a crime. So it's no longer a crime anymore. It's a crime to provide children. It's just not a crime to do children. Okay. Well, that's setting a great example. And I also want you to notice that when it comes to that, I've yet to hear one celebrity one prominent celebrity say on their talk show, hey, when are we going to get some justice for these kids? You know, a lot of men out there has been banging kids. And here we have the pimp already. What about, you know, when are we going to get some justice here? That's not going to happen. That's not happening. And nobody cares. They don't really care. I mean, you know, I see these people. Uh-oh. I'll see these people online and, oh, look at this. Look what Kanye West said. Really? Well, look at why do we got to look at that? We'd rather look at all the men go to jail who were having sex on Epstein Island. Okay, stop throwing all these distractions in front of us. No, why aren't we going after something that really matters? Kanye West said something. I mean, who cares? Banging kids getting elected president. I mean, come on, people. If you're going to pretend to care, let's really care. Okay, let's just stop pretending. Well, too many powerful people would be brought up in that black book from both sides of the political spectrum in other countries. Oh, definitely. But the thing is, I don't care who's on that. I don't care if it's people. I don't care if it's somebody I love. They need to go down. So I'll tell you, when I find out they're having sex with kids anymore, I don't love them anymore. See, that's when you know where the real your real convictions are. Are you willing to look the other way for justice just because it's somebody you like? I think people don't want to be put in that predicament. It's like, you know, let's just be fair. I'll pick Donald Trump. You know, let's say if there were tons of pictures of him having sex with children, then all of a sudden his fans would have to say, oh God, do I really support that? And I think people don't want to see that. They don't want to be put in that position, so they look the other way. But it's so obvious. I'll tell you one thing. I see those women on The View. They love to talk about everything. They love to talk about racism and, you know, all these rich, wealthy, privileged women up there love to talk about racism and sexism. But they're just not going after the people who go after kids. Why is that? I've never once seen Whoopi Goldberg look into the camera and say, we need to bring justice. We need that. Nope, they'll never say it ever. And then, you know, just makes one go, I wonder why. Somebody who's so into justice. For some reason, you never mention this. Wonder why. You know, just like, you know, good morning, hi. Just like a lot of you probably don't know what's going on in California right now. Our LA City Council is under fire. Big time. Big time. Let's see how national this news got. I'm not even going to say what race. I don't have to. Okay, so we have a city council in Los Angeles that is predominantly one race of people. Very proud race of people. And they'll let you know too. Okay. They're in charge of drawing the district lines in Los Angeles for voting and other services and stuff. And they were, you know, they're carving out what they want, and they all do it to a certain extent, but, you know, they were making it a disadvantage for Black people. Then the city council was heard on a hot mic having conversations about a gay man who adopted a Black child. And they were making fun of it, and they were calling the child a monkey and saying other disparaging things about this race of people. These are the leaders of Los Angeles. The woman, the president, she did back down from president, and I think she eventually is resigning from her position in city council, but the other ones aren't. Now, This has all the makings of a huge story and a huge scandal. Los Angeles, it's involving every race of people and a homosexual, an adopted child, and nobody's talking about it. And I'll see celebrities that live here in Los Angeles talking about, I don't know, talking about like Kanye, or talking about that stupid Marjorie Gunn person, whatever, that no one. But when it's really but when it comes down to actual politics in a city where people live, there are people in Los Angeles protesting right now over this. They're protesting, yes, Democrat. They're protesting in front of the homes of these city council members and everything, and they're, at least one of them, they're refusing to resign. This should be a national scandal, and it's not. People pick and choose what they want to stand behind, and yeah, it's a very sad situation. You have people who are saying, well, there's no way in hell we could even go on with Congress or city council with this over our heads. Like, how do you do this with knowing that the people either engaged in the conversation or they were hiding the conversation? Because how many were hiding it? So it's I don't know, this tape got leaked and it's huge. And no big deal. No biggie. Well, the media won't cover that. Oh, I know they won't. Oh, I know they won't. Because, now all of a sudden, the story is no longer about white supremacy. The story is about racist Latinos in Los Angeles. And you can't have that when the definition of racism is being in power and having influence and stuff. And here we go. A powerful group in Los Angeles is disenfranchising another group, but they're not racist because they're not white. It's really amazing, people. It really is. But whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Racist Democrats protesting it's unbelievable. I don't know. I personally was promised many years ago, and I would love to hear this, that was it Donald Trump or somebody? What's her name? Omarosa? Remember that name from the past? She said she had proof on tape that the old president was saying the N-word. Never came up. Remember that? Never ever came up. Why is that? I don't know. I think people are really starting to think here. People are really starting to think. Go to the gym, Hoggy. Oh, you got to go to the gym. Okay, good. Go to the gym. You know what? I hope it's successful. I hope you burn all the calories you need to burn to stay healthy and beautiful. Are you one of those gym people that go to the gyms just so you can walk around the bathroom naked? There are people like that. But you know what? I just want to be in a public space naked, and I want everybody to look at my body. Do you do that? Okay, so here's my gravy. It came out really good. I like it. Okay, and now, Marquina, do you want 2 eggs?
Sure.
Okay, so now I got my little pan. It's my favorite little egg pan. Exhibitionist, are you feeling better since your OHS, open heart surgery? I am in some ways I'm not. One thing that people have to realize is just like any surgery, and Pink Flamingo will find this out, of course, with, she's recently had a life-changing surgery. It does not fix your problems, it just changes your problems. Or it makes them easier to deal with, or it gives you another option. But no, my health will never, I guess, improve. Basically the surgery is to keep me alive, not to make me better, if that makes sense. So I'm diagnosed with heart disease. I will always have heart disease, and I will always have to maintain a certain level of health to keep this up. So how do I explain it? I know I was feeling like crap, and how can I put it? I know why I was feeling like crap, and I would have, if I didn't fix it, I would have been dead. So I guess I'm not dead. That's the thing. I'm not dead, but I still have health problems. And I'm dealing with those health problems. So I'm on 7 types of medication, which before April I was on none. So yeah, it's a whole lifestyle change. It's a whole, not even just a lifestyle change, it's a whole life outlook change. I don't know. It's made me want to do things that I want to do. Like, I don't know. Some person said to me, you think it would have made you a better person? One of my haters said that. You think you would be a better person for almost dying? Well, what's better in your view isn't better for everybody. For me, being a better person is taking care of myself, thinking for myself, doing what's best for me, and not always necessarily constantly thinking of being a people pleaser. For me, that's a positive. Okay, I'm more insulated, more concerned about myself, and I think that's made me a better person. I mean, if you think making you a better person is licking people's asses, then good, I lick asses. I don't know, but I'm not. It was my first surgery. It was hell after waking up from anesthesia. They were stingy. Yeah, they like to just do minimal painkillers, don't they? Pink Flamingo, so you were on a ventilator? Were you on a ventilator when you woke up? Were they pulling it out of your throat? Oh, Kayla, thank you so much, dear. How's your tunnel? You know what? It's nice and moist this morning. It's not scabby. It's not stinky. I've been trying to, keep up with it. I get my cotton swabs out. I put oil on it. I swab the inside. Yes, be selfish. No more shame, right? I mean, no, it was out before I woke up. Yeah, it's funny because when you go through that, you go through that scare, you go through doctor's appointments, you're sitting there in bed with a team of cardiologists in front of you telling you about yourself. And I don't know, it just kind of makes some things unimportant that you thought were so important, and other things more important. And I don't know. I guess caring what your neighbor thinks is really on the bottom of importance. Keeping up and buying that that new article of clothing, because it's just so important at the time. And that might be on some people's lists of what's important. Like, you know what, I'm going to take care of myself, I'm going to look good, before I die, I want to feel good. That's but not everybody has the same things. Like what I find important now is like my peace and quiet, and I guess my dignity of my own life. It's okay to like say you want to, you're planning a dinner with somebody, and you don't always have to say, "Oh, I don't care." You pick. It's. I mean, sometimes it's that petty for me. Like, no, I can make a decision. I can do what I want, or I don't know. Some of us go through life just kind of like taking the back seat because being in the front seat hasn't been a big deal. It's like, no, you can. I like to see you be happy, or I like to see other people. I'm not that picky, or I'm not whatever. But no, sometimes then you're like, no, I want to do what I want to do, and that's okay. And I'm kind of gotten to that point. It really puts things into perspective, right? Love you, hug you. Hi, Constance. Thank you. Last time I cared about what my neighbor said, I slept and stole her man. Hi, Ciara. Okay, so now I'm just making eggs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my... Oh, you want to see my biscuits, huh? Okay, here, I took the biscuits out. See, don't those look good? Okay. I'm going to take them out and spread them open, pour gravy on it, and then just put my fried eggs on top, and that's breakfast. And if you notice, I make my eggs sunny side up, and Marquina likes hers hard. I spent most of my life living for other people and was never happy. I finally changed that, and my life has never been better, right? I mean, because the thing is, it's your life. I mean, does anybody lay in bed on their deathbed? Well, I can tell you, laying in a hospital bed after heart surgery and hooked up to tons of machines, it never crossed my mind. You know what? I haven't done enough for others. No, what crosses your mind is I haven't done enough for myself. They won't allow it because I'm so immunocompromised. Risk of infection is too high. I can barely get a tooth pulled without specialists freaking out. Wow. That's awful. Oh, pass the jelly. Thank you, Constance. Yeah, I'll do 2 with gravy and 1 with jelly. Wait, 1. So wait, we have 8 biscuits. That's enough. Okay. So I'm going to get my biscuit. So I got 2 biscuits. I'm going to put them on my plate. And then I'm going to pour the gravy on top. Because my eggs are done. Okay, wait, I need a spoon for the gravy. We just have things hanging up, Okay. Okay, I'm going to stir it up and I'm going to put it over my biscuits. See. Okay, that's enough. And then I'm going to take my eggs out. Oh, these cooked really good. I don't even have to flip them over. And a lot of people say, oh, you like sunny side up? I do. I don't mind if they're a little snotty. It doesn't taste like anything. Besides, when you cut them up, then the snotty part will cook itself in the heat. So that's pretty much my breakfast. Hey, Marquina, yours is done. What kind of gravy did I make? I made some sausage and bacon. I made my own gravy. Then I added another country gravy mix to it, just so I could have more gravy. And because I know how to make my own. But the packaged stuff is just so simple. Okay, so let me get. Okay, your eggs are on a plate in here. Okay. Say hi to Marquina for me, please. Oh, I will. Good morning, Hogatha. I adore you. Hi, Piper P. How are you? Thank you so much. Can I get a... Oh, yeah. I'm a redneck woman. I ain't no high class. Did you make those biscuits? No, I didn't. I did not. I did not make the biscuits from scratch. I bought a can for two something, but I bought Pillsbury. I bought, the better ones. Let me see. Marquita can make good biscuits, but it just takes all morning. It's a big mess. That's the thing with convenience. We have all this convenience. And I am going to have milk with mine. I don't know how many adults over 50 still drink milk. I do. Hi, Tuna. Who's Shay? Tuna, how are you, dear? I haven't seen you before. You guys, we still have not seen Huge Ass, have we? Huge Ass. I don't know what has happened to him, but Huge Ass. Everybody misses and loves you. And Sir Fat, where are you? Sir Fat usually pops in by now. Okay. I've been here. Tuna, you've been there? Hi, Jennifer. How are you? And you guys, I do like fruit, so I'm going to have a peach also with my breakfast. I mean, is it really necessary to? Karen, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Then again, you haven't seen me in a while either. I'm washing off my fruit. But I'm going to tell you, our peaches have been pretty tasteless. I don't know why. I've tried the yellow ones and I've tried the white ones. I don't know. I don't know who does Georgia make all the peaches, but you know what? They're kind of slipping. They're kind of slipping on the flavor of these peaches. I don't know what's going on. Okay, Marquina, your eggs are on a plate. Biscuits and gravy are up there. I think you'll enjoy that. I think you'll enjoy the biscuits and gravy. Okay, you guys. Oh boy, it's really hard to balance all this stuff. See, here's my glass of milk. Moving to the country. Gotta get me a lot of peaches. Okay. I'm good. How are you? You're so fun. Thank you. Joanne, you like my chair? You know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you what happened. I was at Joanne's place one day, and she had this horrible chair that she just trying to pawn off on me. She had got it at a yard sale in her trailer park. And so she's like, I got a chair for you if you want it. I don't really need it anymore. I brought it home and it completely broke. It completely fell apart. Like, thanks. Now I know why she just wanted to give me her old junk. Have you ever had that? People will just give you something. Oh, come over, pick it up and take it. And you take it home and it falls apart or it doesn't work. It's like they just wanted to get rid of their trash. Thank you, Karen. This came out pretty good. And I'm going to be honest with you, when I got this chair from Joanne, it smelled like poop. It's old junk. Hi, Ciara. How are you? Anyway, so let me see. You guys, you want to know what? Marquina is now selling fish. We're supposed to go and get a signal booster. Once we do that, I could show you all the fish in our backyard. I'm great, Ciara. Thank you. Just having breakfast. My trash, your treasure. I don't know. Sometimes I think Joanne Nelson just uses me. She uses me as a dumping ground. Here. Oh, look, I have this really nice something for you. You get it home, it falls apart. I'm sitting in this chair, which smells like poop. It doesn't work. It's not even really comfortable. It's like what? I don't know if you're still watching, Joanne. Are you just sitting here and just fart all the time, or just poop in it and wipe it up? You wear your just your bare diapered ass. If you're gonna wear diapers and defecate in the chair, at least put a blanket or something on there. Do you ever have guests that come over? You just need cleaning. Maybe you can put some Febreze on it. Wipe it down with some vinegar. Mm. We used to recondition furniture after a crime scene. Are you serious, Tuna? How interesting. Really? So you'd have like blood and all kinds of guts and everything? Joanne Nelson is telling us, you guys. Oh, can you just imagine, just for 1 minute, picture this. Joanne Nelson claims that she used to sit on this chair nude, passing gas. Disgusting. She's probably sitting there with a bucket of chicken from KFC, sitting in this chair naked, just passing gas the whole time. Pink Flamingo said she left a snail trail and fart dust. Oh, Joanne says it was Popeyes, not KFC. Probably got that red beans and rice, or dirty rice too. Greasy farts. You make my chemo so much more bearable. Elisa, you're on chemo? How many treatments do you have to do? So when you're on chemo, don't they like put something in your veins, or is it all pills? See, I picture you just like laying there, completely weak, and they're pumping. Oh, crunchy! You like the crunchy chicken, Joanne? So do you go in like once a week, or how does chemo work? Thank you, Karen. Hi, Shlomo. Yeah, I think Elisa, you need to let us. How does the chemo treatment go? I have infusion every 6 weeks. I've been doing it 2 years. Is it working? You're still around. Did you lose your hair? Do you wear wigs or a hat or something? So would an infusion mean you go to the hospital, you get hooked up to a tube, and they just put stuff in you? It takes about 3 hours to do. God, 3 hours. Jeez. Do you even have a hot nurse? They could at least do that for you. For 3 hours, you're sitting there. What kind of lipstick is it? This is LA Girl. Berry. Shlomo says you glow in the dark now. I went to school with a girl who smelled like sewage. Was it Joanne Nelson? I bet it was Joanne Nelson. Oh God, what? Oh.
This smells fantastic.
You know what, Marquina? This came out pretty good.
Huh.
You know, you get an equal flavor of sausage and bacon in your gravy.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So it's become more of a breakfast bacon. I mean, a breakfast gravy. You can't call it sausage gravy. Hi, Sudie. Or Judy C. Ella says, I say I'm going to turn into the Hulk. Marco Darko says, Joanne, I love you. There you go. Joanne, you wait a minute. Joanne, Marquina, tell me if you remember the story. Remember when Joanne said there was a guy who came to his house named her house named Marco? Remember that?
He was a mechanic, wasn't he?
He was like some kind of laborer that she invited in her home to work for him. Marco, let's talk about Joanne, let's talk about Marco. And he was like in his 20s. And you know what she said to me? And Joanne's in her 70s. Apparently he had the hots for her.
He was trying to get in her pants, wasn't he?
He was trying.
He was trying to get in her slacks.
Yes.
Her pantaloons.
He was trying to get up her skirt.
Sure was.
He was trying to unlace her corset.
Okay.
Okay.
He was trying to help her loosen up her buttons.
Which, I mean, she'll never say what a whore she is and how she throws herself at men.
It's true.
But anyway, so this guy named Marco comes to her home and does work. Which is tastier, your gravy or Marquina's gravy? Well, are you mean the one that forms between her legs or the one that she cooks? So Joanne has this wait. Oh, she was in her Depends.
Her young lover.
Joanne says she was wearing her Depends when Marco came over. I don't remember what Marco was doing for her. But you know what she told me? She goes, you know what? There's this young man who comes. I just broke open my peach. This young man comes over. And all of a sudden he has the hots for me. And I'm like, come on, Joanne. Seriously? No. And you know, he even has a man bun. And it looks good on him too. Oh God.
I remember that.
Yeah, she said Marco had a man bun and she thought he looked good with it. And you know what? And then she goes, but you know, I'm too old for him. I bet you anything she still put on her lipstick.
Mm-hmm.
She still put on her lipstick.
And fluffed her tits up.
Mm-hmm. She went and put on her Lane Bryant bra rather than her Walmart bra.
Okay. Got the girls all standing up nice and proud.
Leo says, when I was young and doing home renovations, I had a woman who was in her 70s and a millionaire. Really? And you didn't get with her?
Is that Leo Mason?
Yeah. He
Leo.
hasn't even finished the story yet. I'm like, what, you didn't get with her? And a millionaire. Offer to be my sugar mama. I'll admit the temptation to get her to leave me. The cash and F her to death was tempting. And Judy C says, the only man that can pull off a man bun is Jason Momoa. Isn't he Aquaman? I think he's Aquaman. I never saw that. Marco Darko says, I was singing Cool in the Gang. Oh, Joanna, I love you. Remember that, Marquina?
Mm-hmm. You're the one for me.
That's the part I forgot. The funny thing is, Marco Darko said this many, many minutes ago, and we've been having this long conversation about Joanne.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't, he just sparked, but it's because your name is Marco. That's why. That Jason dude shaved his head. Oh, didn't he do it to try to pretend to care about someone with cancer? Something like that. You love it when people do that, Marquina. Marquina, you know what I think? You guys?
What's that?
It just hit me. Marquina doesn't really love me. Because if Marquina loved me, she would have taken in an act of passion at the hospital, she would have stolen a scalpel and sliced herself right down her chest. You would get a tattoo. You think Marquina would go get a tattoo of a scar down her chest for me?
No.
No. She don't love me.
That's true. How'd you figure it out?
Yes, Aquaman. The movie sucks. It's just a feast for your eyes. Jason is dreamy.
I hope he's a big fag.
Chaz says, I just saw a post that said it wasn't a pandemic, it was an IQ test. What would you do if that was true?
Good morning, Chaz.
No, just imagine all of a sudden you hear like air raid sirens and they go, okay, they have this policy, everybody who got the vaccine or go to this sector of the city. Everybody who didn't go to the other sector. And then all the ones who got it, they're activated through some computers or whatever, and now they become the workers. And everybody who didn't get it, we're now the privileged people who get to live real lives. Oh my God, imagine that.
Or they could be the marked.
Mark?
They could be the marked, meaning they carry the mark of the beast now.
The marked. Yeah, then we get... Oh, Joanne says he was installing a garage door opener. Oh, I bet that's not all he installed, Joanne.
He did some installation that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had to put in some hardware.
Yeah. I bet for the first time in years, her king-size bed had someone sleeping on the other side.
Okay.
I don't know. It's always, you'd never think like that Joanne would be like that, Any purebloods in the audience? Great storyline, right?
Rolling around farting in bed.
Joanne, did you tempt him? Oh, thank you. Joanne, did you seduce him with your flatulence? Did you sit on the chair farting naked with your bucket of Popeye's chicken seducing him? Oh. The cleavage is immaculate today. Thank you so much. You know what? You can thank my surgeon for that. I now have a natural cleavage, Marquina.
It's true. Even I noticed it right away.
But I can't help know if Marquina has not gone and got a tattoo of an open heart surgery scar down her chest. Yeah.
Marquina got a vagina for you.
That's when I knew it wasn't true love. When I woke up from a medically induced coma, do you like how I'm going? You like how I am really putting it that far?
I really do.
I woke up.
I think it's quite creative.
I woke up from a medically induced coma.
Alone. No one was around.
And I should have woken up to Marquina sitting there holding my hand, bearing her new tattoo of a heart surgery scar. They only do that on Marquina, they only do that on nicely produced TikToks and Instagram stories.
What's that?
Where they have like the loved one who has the tattoo of a scar from like the surgery of their loved one.
Okay.
So you don't feel alone.
Oh, I see. But what you're saying is that you only see that on well-made videos.
Oh yeah, because things you want people to see.
You don't see normal people doing that.
Thank you, Judici. Selfish Marquina. Marquina, all of a sudden we're gonna have a hate group. A hate Marquina group.
Oh, I love it.
For not getting a heart surgery scar.
Please package your hate and send it to Marquina.
Riley says, no effort from Marquina. What a shame.
None.
Hoggy, I have to ask, what is that? Leo, that gravy and my peach was surprisingly moist. Did the fart bubble travel up her flaps and sound like a shotgun on the leather chair? Hi, Martin. How's Cornwall, dear?
Martin!
How is Cornwall? Was Marquina in the hospital chapel saying the rosary for you? Oh, please.
I kept the beads in my butthole.
When I was sitting there in surgery, really on the brink of death, Marquina was in the cafeteria, just like eating and having a nice laugh with the nurses.
It's true.
I mean,
Easter morning.
Easter morning, was I in there on Easter?
Yep.
I said, you know what? You're right. I didn't have an Easter this year, but you did, Marquina.
I did. I had an Easter miracle.
Did Joanne bring you a chocolate Easter bunny?
Nope. She brought me a
What did she bring you?
Marco's man bun.
Marco's man bun. Wait, Joanne, did she? She didn't buy Easter bunnies this year, did she? I didn't get a chocolate bunny from Joanne this year, and this is possibly the last Easter she would have seen me.
Mm-hmm.
When people go underwater in scary movies, I'd like to hold my breath and see if I would have survived that situation. I almost died during Finding Nemo. That's a good one. Leo says he's dying laughing right now. In Switzerland. That peach sounds like an apple. You're right, Kristen. It was a hard peach. Randy says, "Oh my God, this makes me so happy. So glad to see you back. Hey, love, how are you?" Mario Presents.
Hey, Mario. Hi, Randy.
Mario Presents says,
Randy's nice.
"Are you feeling unsafe because the new owner of Twitter?" Mario, this is going to be the resurrection of the Third Reich. I'm scared. I really am. Elon Musk moved in there, and he's already changing things. Like he
took a kitchen implement with him.
He's acting like he owns the place.
A kitchen implement.
Huh.
For Christ's sake.
The best thing about Alzheimer's is you can hide your own Easter eggs. I hope Joanne's big toe falls off for that. Mario is in the house. Oh, Joanne says that I got an orchid. She brought me an orchid to the hospital. She said that I liked. Oh, that you killed. I have not killed any of my orchids. Just because the blooms fall off doesn't mean it's dead. Okay? It's still alive.
What if we treated women like that? Once the bloom falls off, we got rid of them.
Right? Yeah, get rid of women when their blooms fall off. He even
when the
fired
bloom of youth is past.
Wait a minute, Mario. Elon Musk fired a woman. In quotes.
And she was colored.
A colored woman?
She was colored.
Mm-hmm. But I tell you, the rising of the Third Reich. Yep. Alfred says, what, Marquina? She didn't supervise the nurse giving you a sponge bath?
Oh, I helped.
Probably when I was asleep. When I was awake, they gave me a horrible sponge bath, Marquina. First was this little Asian man. I'm telling you, if somebody is giving you a sponge bath and they don't separate your folds and your rolls, lift up your flaps, spread your cheeks, get in there, are they really even bathing you? If they just get like a little moist towelette and do like a little surface wipe, I mean, I'm not like a stainless steel surface in an operating room. I mean, I have flesh, and you got to get in there.
Scrub it.
You just don't get like a little sanitary wipe and disinfect the surface. You got to get in there and dig. I mean, I have holes and cracks and crevices that accumulate filth and organic debris. I mean, you're not really doing anything. Mario says, He also fired a bunch of men of color to make room for more of his Africans from Africa.
Yay!
Marquina?
The rise of the dark continent.
Marquina,
Yeah.
Christopher said what color?
What color?
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, you said a woman of color. What color?
She was a funny color.
A funny color?
Oddly, not in the lines or anything.
She was colored outside of the lines.
Outside the lines, rather odd.
Was she colored like with crayons, markers, pencils?
I think it was markers.
Mm-hmm.
She was colored with markers, but they were probably good markers. They weren't the cheap ones.
Pink Flamingo.
They were Crayola.
Pink Flamingo says they didn't clean your tunnel. They need a toilet brush to get in there good.
Darn right.
You know what? I have never thought about that. Using a toilet brush.
Mm-hmm.
I should give a really good tutorial
on tunnel cleaning.
On the whole body. I mean, when you're an obese woman, I mean, there's lots of obese women and they're getting more every day. Pink Flamingo had weight loss surgery, so she's not going to be obese anymore.
No shit. Well, I don't like her. She's a quitter.
You know what? The thing with Pink Flamingo is, what about all the chubby chasers?
What if you're going to commit to being a fat ass? Then commit to being a fat ass, but don't wimp out halfway through the game.
You're calling her a quitter?
Yes. Stick with it, honey.
I mean, it was the one thing you were doing good.
You were doing it good. You can eat. You're an eating motherfucker. We know you're good at that.
I mean, it's the one thing. It's the one thing you succeeded at in life, and you're gonna quit. Okay, wait. Chaz says, yesterday I threw some tomato soup on a painting and glued myself to a wall in protest climate change. Now my neighbor says I can't come back over. You know what? I had tomato basil soup yesterday with Joanne. We went to Applebee's. If he didn't loofah your junk, then you got robbed, right? Use Q-tips to dig deeper. CEO Elon, I miss you here. Hi, Karen. Mario says she's the same color as Kamala Harris. Randy says, oh, Randy, I made biscuits and gravy and eggs for breakfast. Anything that comes out of Marquina's mouth never fails to amaze me. Yeah, Marquina also gets me in trouble a lot. She'll bring up the racial stuff, and then, of course, here I'm the face of it. And it's like, do you guys not get a black woman is saying all this? You love to hear my tips. Good. Hoggy, I'm still waiting for your car wash cherry pie video. I know I need to do that. I started using a toilet brush. Long story short, I'm going back to paper. It's okay. I'm okay with being a quitter. Hi, Ciara. I'm new to this. Hi, from the UK. Well, hi, Suzanne Holt. How are you? Marquina says what we're all thinking. We need to have another live with the dark jokes. Oh, yeah, so I can be completely banned. Marco Darko says, a black lesbian. Michelle Martinez says, where's Marquina at? She just went in the kitchen. You know what, Michelle Martinez? Are you related to that Martinez woman, that racist Martinez woman in the LA City Council? Do you even know who I'm talking about? I mean, certainly you have the same last name. You must know her. Okay, I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm good, Susan. Yeah, I'm getting. I think her name is Nari, Nunra, or Y. I don't know. You don't live in California, do you, Michelle? The crazy family. Do you know cat feces helps with acne? They didn't know that. What's 4 inches long, 2 inches wide, and drives people crazy? The empty roll of toilet paper that I didn't replace. Martinez is like the Smith of Hispanics. Oh, you live in El Paso. Do you ever go over to Juarez? I'll tell you, Michelle, I was shocked when I was in El Paso. I've been in Paso a couple times, but really only on the freeway. I do not know her. Yeah, she's LA. There's a big scandal. See, a lot of people aren't hearing about it. LA City Council has a huge scandal. They're all Latino and they're all racist and they're all on video. They're all on audio. They're an audio tape of one of them saying that a white gay man's adopted black son looks like a monkey. Like they're terrible people and they were all covering for each other. And so it's a huge scandal that no one's going to hear about because nobody wants to hear. They don't want to tell that story because it's very ugly. Um, did I get silenced for being needy, obnoxious, and fat? JT, did you did you see the whole thing about cleaning your rolls and folds with a toilet brush? Do you do that? You know what, Michelle, I'll tell you, I remember I was driving in El Paso and then all of a sudden I look over to the right over the national border or whatever, and I saw Juarez and I went, oh my God. It was amazing how many houses and how stacked they were and how colorful they were and how it's just so different than El Paso. My penis used to be in the Guinness Book of World Records, but I was thrown out of the library. I love it over there. I bet they have great food, Michelle. It's pretty dangerous though, isn't it? You should another restaurant review live. Yeah, Randy, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Right, Michelle. He had his penis in a book. Oh, but I bet you the hospital charged you $150 for that bed bath. Oh, I'm sure they did. And I'm telling you, all it was a baby wipe. And they wiped my arms, my chest, and my legs down. I've driven 10 through El Paso to Phoenix and saw the stacked houses across the border too. It's wild. Riley says, I haven't seen Benjamin in here. Benjamin, where are you? No, it's not. To be honest, I love over. I've never even met I live about an hour and a half from Tijuana. And my whole life, all of my Mexican friends have told me, don't go over there because they will shake you down for money because they'll think you're rich because you're an American. Now, that's what they would tell me in the 80s. And that stuck with me ever since the 80s. And so I've never gone to Mexico. And now the laws have changed and you have to have a passport to go over there. So I want to get a passport. I want to go to Mexico. It's not that far. And it is some great places down there. Christopher, I started the bananas and coconut diet this week. I haven't lost any weight, but you should see me climb a tree. Well, God, you keep climbing that tree. Do you like grifter con artists? You know what, JT, do I like them? You know what? I can't say I like them, but I admire them. I mean, if they're successful, they're doing something right. I see these people on TV, and you know what? And you guys, it doesn't matter what it is. If you are calling a phone number or going to a website and you're leaving your credit card number and you're giving them money, it's a grift. I mean, they give grifting such a bad name, but anytime you can get someone to send you money, I mean, that's wonderful, isn't it? I mean, there are people who do more than see, there's when you look on TV, it's all entertainment. There are people who are entertained. Maybe entertainment's a wrong word for it, but it strikes to you somehow, to your heart. Now you'll get people on there who will just, hey, send me money, whatever, and people will send it. But then there's the ones that you got to work a little harder at. That's when you throw up. When I was a kid, you'd put up crippled kids. They'd bring out all the crippled kids, all the Africans, the starving Africans, they'd put them on camera. The uglier the better. More bugs in your eyes, the more bugs in your mouth. The skinnier the legs, the bigger the stomach, the distension, the better. People love that stuff for whatever reason, and they'll pay for it. They will pay for it. And I noticed the other day, I thought about the whole grifting thing. Do you want to know a grift that's been going on since I was a child, and probably since before I was a child? And Sally Struthers, that's right. Cancer. They have been beating the dead horse of cancer for I don't know how long, but you want to know they don't beat it any harder than the breasts of women. My goodness, out of every cancer there is that exists, they just make the most money off breast cancer. So you get all the whole campaign with pink and the ribbons, and they're really going to sell it to you. And little do they tell you, men get breast cancer too, but they make it all about women. And do you know that one of the most prevalent cancers there are is prostate cancer? Do you know that every man of a certain age is going to get prostate cancer? Where's all the research and studies about that? You never hear about testicular cancer. Where's the brown ribbons for the testicular cancer? And it's like they have really been beating that cancer, that dead horse for years, and people are just sending all kinds of money. And you're like, are you ever going to come up with a cure for this? Ever? I mean, heart disease. They have been doing this for years and years. And seriously, how come we don't see any? How come we never saw any COVID research? Think about that. I just thought of it right now. No one has ever said we are in the middle of a pandemic, right, people? Millions have died. I have never once seen a commercial that says, please, let's cure COVID. I'm sure you just had a loved one die within 2 years ago. Just $20 would make all the difference in the world. Don't let the death of your loved one go in vain. Send a gift and a donation in their name. You know what I mean? How come you don't see that? You never see it. Ever, ever, ever. Um, I don't know. And now, since they didn't do this when I was younger, but now you see starving and sick animals. Now they're going to pull the heartstrings of that. Or, oh, it's a good one. Oh, then they started doing these forgotten Jews. These forgotten Jews. And they'll show you all these fat, women in Russia that are Jewish and they live in shacks, and you're like, forgotten Jews, they're all fat. I mean, they all act like they get this box of food with cornmeal and spam in it, and they're kissing it and they're praying over it, and it's like, but you're clearly at least 50 to 75 pounds overweight. You're not surprised to see this food. I mean, you're happy it's there, of course, because you clearly like to eat, but you weren't starving. I mean, granted, okay, they don't live in the best conditions. That's if they really live there. Their vaxxer in Florida that fell over and died the other day. The same people who told the Jews to stop praying during the pandemic. Now people care about they don't care. They don't really care. It's just popular. I just got back on. Have you farted yet? I did. They don't. Wait. React Michelle. The dirty deletes don't help. Okay, wait. They're all fat. They were. If you look at them, they're all fat. Does anyone know anything about the Me Too movement? Right. I didn't know it was a hashtag. I thought it was a pound sign. I was like, pound me too. Actually, let me know, Karen, if you come to El Paso. I would love to take you to Mexico. Go troll nomadic Chicagoan. The North Koreans are real thin. Okay, nomadic Chicagoan. Is that Carlos? Is that YouTube? Damn it, I missed it. He's live. Anyway, so I hope you're all going to have a great day. I'm going to be getting off of here. So if you enjoyed the biscuits and gravy, wanted to come on and say hi. I've been really busy with other things in life. I am 5'4" and I weigh 160 pounds. And doctor says I'm obese. You are. Wendy, you are. Okay, you should weigh probably 110. 5'4". I mean, you know what? Gladys or I mean, Joanne Nelson is 5'4". I'm telling you, she don't weigh 160. She probably weighs double that. Yeah, at 5'4", dear, you should weigh about 110. Love you and Mark Hoggy. Great time. I mean, Wendy. I mean, what are you waiting for? A mobility scooter? Michelle Martinez says, actually, I walk every day and I work out every day. Good for you. She's a healthy woman right there. I mean, Michelle, do you do that so you can look good for men? Wendy Kathleen. Um, do you go out like that? You got F in massive knackers if you don't. If you does, do you go out like that? Like this? Honey, this is nothing. I usually wear like a big rainbow wig. This is like my everyday wear. I'm not wearing crazy makeup or anything. This is just kind of me every day. Love how she has a damn mask on her picture. Randy says, "When will you be back on?" Hope it should be hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. I don't know. I got to get back into my. This is like, this is on my phone. When I do my real show in front of the computer, I do got to get back to that. I just need more endurance and stuff to do that. Megan in Sacramento. I love how she has a damn mask on her pic. Oh, are you talking about you? She's talking about you, Michelle. Oh, here we go. It's gonna start. Michelle and Megan are going at it. Got to be proud of that mask. LOL. Christopher says, it does. I feel like I'm having a stroke. Oh my God. See, I can already tell that I've had too many fluids. I got to take my pills so I can pee. Michelle says, I love Beto, and I have a COVID mask to take care of myself. Christopher says, it's a beard, not a mask. Yeah, Megan, Michelle loves Beto. I was really upset that I didn't get any edibles in my kids' Halloween candy, like the news said we would. Well, Randy, hopefully there's some fentanyl in there. If you didn't get the edibles, hopefully there's some fentanyl. I mean, you can only be so lucky. Do you do like the trunk or treats? Have you guys seen that trunk or treat? Now that might work for kids of today, but you guys, damn well, if that us kids that born in the from the 80s and 90s, if we would have went somewhere and they were just giving us candy out of the trunk of their car, you're like, what the hell's this? I want to go to a house. I want to see a scary house. I want put a little effort into your yard and scare me as I walk up the sidewalk and yell trick or treat. Actually, I'm going to give candy out. She must wear it in the car by herself. Leo says Michelle blocked me. I found the progressive. Michelle Martinez, did you block Leo Mason? Well, he has a little message. I put it up. I put it up there so you can see it. Michelle blocked me. I found the progressive. Well, yeah, she likes Beto. We went around our neighborhood. The houses around do a pretty good job decorating. Yes, because he is making funny of me. Leo, you don't do that. You don't make fun of people. Okay, you guys. Oh. Whew. Okay, you guys. How did I make fun? I don't know. Okay, you guys. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later. LOL. Making funny of people. Leo. Shame, shame. Must have blocked me. In the UK, we don't really do Halloween. It's more bonfire night. I think that'd be great and fun. A bonfire. I was pooping when I was watching. I had to flush twice. Okay, you guys. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later. You have a great day. Bye, Pink.